Welcome back to Frankly Speaking here on WYDC TV Big Fox. I'm your host, Frank Hakem, and we are broadcasting from the Hesselson studio. And in the studio this morning is Matt. Matt, thanks so much for being on the show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Today's the big day.
It is.
Opening of the Chemung County Fair. How you've been waiting for this for how long?
We've been planning this. We got a late start. We've been planning this for 6 months. We took over as a fair board in January. So,
well, it's probably too late to ask, but are you ready?
As ready as we're going to be.
Okay,
and we're still working hard right up here today to the last minute.
Oh, I'm sure. Now, there's so many changes this year, new this year. That's probably going to be the focus of our interview. But could you tell us a little bit about what's new this year?
Sure. One of the things that I saw in the last couple of years at the fair was there was not a lot of things happening during the day, fair type things.
Right.
From the 1 o'clock to 7 o'clock area. I really wanted to make sure, we as a board, new board, really wanted to make sure that there were things for people to see, hear, do, and eat during that time period. So we focused our concentration on creating an atmosphere of fair type atmosphere with all those things in mind.
And I don't want to jinx you, but it looks like you've succeeded because I was looking at the schedule; it is overwhelming.
Yeah, we're going to put a heck of a fair on.
Yeah.
We hope that people are showing up here today to see what it's all about because we've worked hard and we're putting forth the effort. So,
yep. And it's today, the first, the second, and third. I want to talk about the theme nights or the theme days, I should say.
Sure.
But when you mention getting people there and spend all day, so there's and I would recommend anybody go online to see the full schedule. There's so much to do, and then you look at admission at a time when everybody's complaining about costs for everything. You can get in for $2.
Yeah, we looked at that and said we need to get the general public, the Chemung County and beyond people back to the fairgrounds. And we said the only way to do that is to drop that price, make it affordable, real affordable to come and give them something free when they come for that $2. So that was our big push.
And let's say someone's out there that says $2, that's too much. I can't believe everybody would say that. Saturday, everyone's free.
Yeah, so Saturday we sponsored it. So yeah, Saturday there is no gate charge.
Yeah.
So
that's unbelievable. Good for you because if you want to get people back to the fair, I can't see a better way of doing it.
Yeah, there's no reason not to come to the Chemung County Fair. We partnered with C-Tran, and there's tickets available for bus tickets for folks. So it's fantastic. So
what's the reaction been when you broke the news? Because I know you've had numerous news conferences and you've been really forthcoming with everybody about the changes. What's the reaction been?
Completely positive.
Yeah.
It's just amazing the amount of people, both the community and the businesses in the community that have come behind the fair. Our sponsorship from the community has just been unbelievable this year. The outpouring of support has been just fantastic.
Well, we don't even have the time to read all the sponsors, but again, I'd recommend people go to the website because you can tell the business community, the community in general, wants this to succeed.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
they want
and the
to
fair
come
board
back.
that we have, the brand new fair board that we have, 12 active members are all pouring their heart and soul into this, want it to succeed. They've come from all different areas of the community and brought forth all the different ideas that they've heard in their various areas.
Well, and you can tell there's so many different things each day. Let's talk about the theme days. Let's start right today.
Yeah, today is Veterans Day.
Oh,
so any current service people or veterans of the service, there's no gate.
Yeah,
It's free. It's free. Yeah, so just come in with some sort of identification that shows that. One guy asked me, "Can I bring my dog tags?" That'll work. Come on in. So
what a great idea, and supporting our veterans, of course. And then Thursday's a big night. That's Senior Day, but it's also
senior being 55. 55 is kind of.
Oh, is that the cutoff?
Yeah,
okay,
that's the cutoff. So yeah.
And we talked to William Lee Golden from the Oak Ridge Boys. He's obviously excited to come back and play the Chemung County Fair, but that's going to be a big day.
Yeah. So one of the things we did talk about was not only bringing a big act like the Oak Ridge Boys in, but a lot of local acts as well. So each day there's going to be at least two local bands playing free on the midway. Wow. And for example, on Thursday we were talking about it. That there are going to be 5 different bands playing at the Chemung County Fairgrounds.
So
Doc Cavallero is going to be on the south end. We have the Brothers Unknown at the north end. There are a couple of young guys. If you want to get into, on today, if you want to get into some heavy metal, the Bowery Boys are playing today before the demo. So
all kinds of music.
Yeah,
oh, wow, I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah, and then tomorrow, like I said, Trevor Clark, Crossroads, Doc Possum at the car show down there, and then the Clark Jackson Band, and then the Oak Ridge Boys.
And the Oak Ridge Boys, I mean, this is their farewell tour, so this is a really big get. And I'm sure that's not that easy to start that process.
No, and it was quite a process to get them, and we are the only New York show that they're that they're coming to. So
Isn't that
it's
great?
the only New York show on their schedule.
Well,
so.
like I said, and William Lee Golden already made it sound like they're going to do Elvira in the theme of Elmira.
Yeah,
And so
that was
you gotta
pretty cool
get
in
to-
your,
yeah,
in your interview. Yeah.
So, and also that day, this goes to show how you thought outside the box. There's even bingo hosted by the Elmira Heights American Legion.
Absolutely, yeah.
What a great idea.
We put a huge tent up, and we're going to be hosting bingo throughout the day, dollar boards, and we have additional handicap parking right next to the bingo tent, so folks can come in and walk 20 yards and be ready to play. So.
And how popular have these become? The Demolition Derby is like everybody's favorite.
Yeah,
time of the year.
it's one of the big draws
Yeah.
for our fairs and many fairs is the Demolition Derby, and we're proud to continue to sponsor one of those.
Oh, we didn't even mention what Friday's theme day was.
So
That's right.
Friday is first responders.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, great.
Yeah. So any first responders, again, with credentials, you come in and your gate admission is waived at that point. So
And then on Saturday is Family Day. Everyone can attend the fair for free.
there
That
is zero gate charge on Saturday. So walk in.
You've got to expect pretty big crowds, I would think.
We're hoping.
Yeah.
We're hoping. Like I said, we've tried to make it so there's no reason not to check out the Chemung County
Right,
Fair.
right. And it's important, too, I just wanted to highlight while I've got you, the Oak Ridge Boys are playing on Thursday. I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. There are still tickets, but people better react somewhat quickly. You don't want to miss out on that.
Yeah, so I think like the first two rows in the down on the floor are sold out, but
Yeah.
there's plenty of seats left.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
So don't
Yeah.
not show up, but I'm saying make sure that you get your tickets so that you can go see the amazing Oak Ridge Boys. And that day as well, Doc Possum, our buddy from Frankly Speaking on the Salvation Army Telethon, he's going to be there, like you mentioned. So many
Sure.
local bands,
Yeah.
so many things to do. So let me ask you the toughest question before we go. What are you looking forward to the most?
I'm looking forward to seeing the crowds of people come in and walk through and see some of the different things that we've brought to the fair. We've got an artisan village where we have a sawmill, and we have chainsaw carver, and we have a chuck wagon, we have a trapper's cabin, and just a lot of different old school things. And right adjacent from that, we have the Chemung Valley Farmers Museum, which is there's over 4,000 artifacts from local farms and from the 1800s on in there. So if you have never been to the Chemung Valley Farmers Museum, take a walk through that. It's absolutely incredible.
And what's neat about what you're doing, because you mentioned getting the fair feeling back, nothing says summer like a fair, right? I mean, it's synonymous with summer.
It is.
And you have set up something for people to look forward to, because it's gotten to the point where reading the schedule, this may not even be just a one-day event. You might want to go a few times this week. That's how much there is to do.
Absolutely. Depending on your what you're interested in.
Right.
My belief is that you probably will miss something if you come one day. There's that
Exactly.
much stuff there from north, south, east, and west.
Is there anything that people, before we go, need to know what they should expect? Just kind of who, what, when, where, and why?
Sure. Yeah. So the gate that you want to come in with, if you're driving, gate 1 is going to be open, and it's free parking on the infield.
Okay.
So that's going to be the one drive-in gate. If you're bringing a truck and trailer to an event, if you're bringing a tractor or a derby car, you're going to come in gate 5.
Okay.
All the gates will be open, but the rest of the gates will be walk-in gates. There's a lot of free parking around the fairgrounds, but we're going to have free parking also on the infield.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck. I know you guys have put a lot of work into it. I've got and the logo's great, by the way. Your new logo?
That's our new logo with our number one sponsor, Nels Tractor, on it. So we really appreciate them and all our sponsors.
Yes. And I would recommend everybody go online and check out all the sponsors, because so many people are involved to make this a success, and you've been working very hard on it. So best of luck. I know it's going to go great, because there's just too much to do to miss out on the Chemung County Fair.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back with Frankly Speaking. Stay with us. Back to Frankly Speaking here on WYDC TV, Big Fox, broadcasting from the Hesselson studio. And we're not done talking about this Chemung County Fair, because I forgot a lot of things. And so now we're being joined by Mark. Mark, thanks for being back on the show.
Oh, thanks for having me.
We miss so much, so tell him that that's my fault. I'm the interviewer. I'm supposed to remember. So tell us about, there's a lot involved with 4-H and horse shows and also horse race. Tell us about that.
Yeah, on Wednesday from 12 to 4, we're going to have the Sire Stakes come in. And actually, it's going to be a big year. They said they got 14 races coming with up to 65 horses.
Wow, so that's an all-day section of the
Well,
day,
we'll have to be done by 6 for the demo,
Well,
but
that's
yeah, it's
right,
going to
too.
go right into that, I'm
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it'll be very close. And you also have, and this is a big part on your website, the Chemung County Fair horse show itself. What's that?
Yes, what there is you'll see probably a couple hundred horses at one end doing dressage, western, all different types. It's 4-H kids and others coming in and showing their stuff on how they can ride horses.
Yeah. And now we don't have as much time because I think we covered everything except for that part. But I got to ask you the same question, and only fair. What are you looking forward to the most?
I just want to see people come and have fun.
Yeah.
I want to see them come back and enjoy the fair. I think Saturday's, I hope to break 10,000 people coming, if not more. It's going to be free, tractor pulls for the kids, rodeos for the kids. They got them trophies.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's going to be a lot of nice stuff for kids to do that's not going to cost your family.
And that's all day Saturday is free. But even if you can't make a Saturday, it's only $2 admission any day you go.
Yes, it's
So it's not.
We want people in.
Yeah.
Yep, we want to get people coming back, and I think we're up to almost 58 vendors.
Oh,
and
wow.
Last year, I think we dealt 10 or 12, so we've tripled.
So there's going to be so much to do. And I really think if people go today, Wednesday, they go and they see how much fun it is and how much there's to do and how much music. I don't see them just going one day for $2.
We hope it takes 2 to 3 days to get through if you want to see everything.
Yeah, wow. Well, best of luck. Thanks so much for filling us in. And I apologize for the past for not bringing up the horses.
Oh, that's fine. Thank you for having us.
Yep. All right. We'll be right back with Frankly Speaking.